A very good morning to all of you students. Today we are going to discuss about the functions of commands of the tabs of Excel application, which we have already discussed yesterday. In the class we have discussed yesterday about the functions of commands of insert home tab and insert tab. Now in this class today we'll be discussing about the functions of commands of page layout tab, formulas tab and data tab. Now let us come to the now this I have already told that in the previous class we have discussed about the functions of commands of home tab, insert tab. Okay, now let us come to the next tab, that is third tab is page layout tab in Excel sheet, Excel application. So Excel, it is nothing but page layout tab. This is the tab which is actually used to set the page. Before taking the printout of the page, you can add headers and footers and adjust the document in for getting the before taking the printout page settings we can do using this tab. Now let us see what are the groups, what are the uh, groups you have in this page layout tab. That is nothing but a themes, page setup, scale to fit, sheet options, arrange. There are five groups under the page layout tab. So let us go to the under these tabs, themes. You can see the commands themes, and then under this page setup tab you can see margins, orientation, size, print area, breaks. So in detail in this class, today's class, we'll see the what are the functions of each and every commands, that is the buttons you see under the groups of the page layout tab. Now let us come to the themes group. That is nothing but a page layout tab, themes group. So what are the commands you have in the themes group? That is nothing but themes, colors, fonts, effects. Now what is this themes, colors, fonts, effects? This is nothing but a now let us see what is this themes. This command is used to change overall design of the entire document, including colors, fonts. Okay, pointing at the theme. Theme means you can change entire document colors, display. Okay, fonts, colors, effects also. This is a command which is used for changing the overall design of the entire document. Next command is colors. This tool is used to change the colors of the currently selected theme. Fonts, this fonts command is used for changing the fonts of the themes you are currently using. Next, effects, this will change the effects for the current theme. That is nothing but a, for example, you can change the office. That is nothing but, it is mostly this effects command is used in metro, instant metros, offices, urban, apex, all these things. So this is about the themes group of page, that is page layout tab. First group of page layout tab is themes group. Under themes group we have seen the commands themes, colors, fonts, effects, functions. Now let us go to the next tab, that is page setup tab, group, page setup group. That is nothing but a, you can say page setup group. Page setup group, that is a, under this page setup group you have the commands margins, orientation, size, print area, breaks, background, print titles. So these are the commands which come under page setup group. Okay, now let us go and see each and every, what are the functions of each and every command under the page setup group. See, let us come to the margins. The page setup group starts with the margins command, which is used to set the page margins. That is a left, right, top, bottom margins can be set for the selected document in the page. Next command is orientation. Orientation is nothing but, this is a command which is used to for displaying of the page, the way you display the page. That is nothing but a vertically and horizontally you can display, that is layout of the tab can be set using the orientation. Vertically means the orientation process of vertical, that is nothing but portrait, that is given the name portrait, and landscape layouts. there are two types of orientation types we use, that is portrait, that is nothing but a vertical way of uh, taking the printout or vertical way of displaying the document, and landscape is nothing but a horizontal way of displaying the that is nothing but document. Now let us come to the next command, size. This tool is for choosing the paper size for the current section of the document. This is used for selecting the sizes. There are several types of size we frequently use, that is nothing but a legal, A4, A3, okay, these are etc. These are the sizes of the pages which we frequently use when you take the, that is a for a page, for print, for the layout of the page. Next, let us come to the next command is print area. This is the very useful command for making a specific area. Suppose for example you want to print a only specific area and leave other areas, then you can use this command for printing a specific area. Now let us come to the next command of page setup group is breaks. This specifies when a new page will begin in the printed copy. Page break, breaking the pages. Sometimes we need this command for breaking the pages when you take the printout. Okay, you'll be knowing that is nothing but you can insert a page break which indicates the first page and second page. Next command of page setup group is background command. Now this command will help you to choose an image from the background as a background sheet. You can keep a image as a background of a sheet. For the sheet you can keep an image as a background using this command. Next command is print titles. Now what is this print titles? This command specifies rows and columns to repeat on each printed area. So these are the commands under the page setup group of the Excel application. Now let us go to the next group of page layout tab. That is what is the next group of page layout tab? Scale to fit group. What is the scale to fit group? Under the scale to fit group you can see there are commands, that is fit, width, height, scale. So these are the commands which comes under scale to fit group. Students, in these lessons, in the yesterday's lesson and today's lesson, I'm elaboratedly explaining the commands, each and every functions of the commands of the tabs and groups. Under the groups, that is the tabs, different types of tabs we have in a Excel application, and under each tab there are different groups, and under each group there are commands. Commands are the operation, that is nothing but you can perform on the Excel applications. That is nothing but what are the types of applications you can use on the Excel, that is Excel file. Now let us see. Now let us come to the scale to fit group. We have seen that under scale to fit group there are three commands: width, height, scale. What is this width command used? It is used to shrink the width of the printed output to a maximum number of pages. You can change the width, you can shrink the width. You can shrink the width means you can make it decrease the width of the printed output. Next, height. This shrinks the height of the printed output to fit a maximum number of pages. You can adjust while taking the printout, you can adjust that is nothing but adjust the height. Next command is scale. This command shrinks or stretches the printed output to a certain percentage of its actual size. Scale. Actual maximum size, it sets the actual size of the scales while taking the printout. Now let us come to the next group of page layout tab. What is the next group? Sheet options group. Now under sheets options group you can see that is nothing but this is sheets option group. What are the commands you have under sheet options group is grid lines, heading. Okay, what is this grid lines and heading? Let us see what is this grid lines and headings. So grid lines view. What is this grid lines view command? You can opt to show or not to show the lines between rows and columns in the sheet to make editing and reading easier. Grid lines is nothing but a lines. Just like in graph, you can see small lines which are intersected. Rows and columns are intersected. That lines can be viewed. If you want to view the grid lines on the sheet, then you can opt for. You can select this option. You can check this option. You can see here it is checked here. By default, that is view is checked. That is nothing but a checking and unchecking, selecting or unselecting, you can say. You can see a right mark on the view. Next, grid lines print. What is this grid lines print? This command will print the lines between rows and columns in the sheet to make reading easier. Here before, there is no, you can opt to show or not to show the lines between rows and columns in the sheet. Here this command will print the lines between the rows and columns in the sheet to make reading easier. Now let us come to the heading view. Heading view option. This command will show row and column heading. Okay. It is used for showing the row and column headings of the row and column. Next, let us come to the next command is heading prints. This command is used to print the row and column heading on your printed worksheet. That is nothing but whatever worksheet you are printing will be, you can see the headings of row and column. Now let us come to the next group of page layout tab is the arrange group. The arrange group. This is arrange group in which you have the commands bring to front, send to back, selection pan, align, group, rotate. Now let us see in detail what are the functions of each command of arrange group. Bring to front. This command is used with objects. It brings an object in front of all the other objects. Okay, it is used to bring the object in front of all other objects. If you want to bring an object in front of all other objects, you have to use the command bring to front. This is nothing but arranging that is objects. Send to back. This command sends a selected object behind all other objects. Now let us see the other command is selection pan. This command is for showing the selection pan, which will help you to select individual objects and to change their order and visibility. It is used for selecting a pan. You can select a individual object. You want to select an object, you can click on this command selection pan. Next command is align command. This is for aligning the edges of the multiple selected objects. You can also center them or distribute them evenly across the page. Aligning means moving that is nothing but a selected objects on the left, right, top, bottom or in the center. For aligning, moving multiple selected objects, you can move it. Next, group command. Use this tool to group objects together so that they can be treated as a single object. Grouping the objects means what we will do. Suppose for example, you have a table and you have a picture. Now what I want to do, when I try to select the table and picture, you can see that unless and until you group the table and picture, you cannot select both at a time. If you want to select both at a time, you have to group the table and picture by using group command. Next, rotate command. This rotates the selected object. So students, these are the commands, functions of the commands under arrange group in page layout tab. Now this is the last group of page layout tab. Now let us come to the other tab, that is a formulas tab of Excel application. Now formulas tab is very important tab in Excel application where you can generate different types of formulas, that is statistical, trigonometrical, mathematical, date and time functions. Different types of functions can be generated, that is different types of formulas can be generated by using this formulas tab in Excel application. application, Excel sheet. Now you can see that under formulas tab, first group is function library group. So function library group, this is function library group, which contains commands insert function, autosum, recently used, financial, logical, text, date and time, lookup and reference, math and trigonometry, more functions. Now let us see the uh, what are the functions of each and every command in the command of the now first one, insert function. What is this insert function? This is nothing but used for insert function. It is a command which is used to select the different types of functions, that is you can see from the list of category functions category. Now insert function, we have already seen a auto sum command in home tab. Now auto sum command is a command which is used for generating the total of the values of the selected range of cells. Now fx function, that is insert function, is a function, very important function in Excel, which is used to generate different types of formulas from the list of functions that is under the category. Next comes the auto sum, the same thing which I have told you, which can be seen in the home tab. There is a this button insert the sum formula into the cells, calculating the sum of the cells directly. Okay, and the drop down contains, and not only the summing, now there is an arrow below auto sum command, that is a arrow even displays the commands like sum, average, count, numbers, max, min functions, which you can use and apply on the, that is values, apply on the values of the cells in the application, cells in the worksheet. Now let us come to the next command, is recently used. Drop down provides quick access to the 10 functions you recently used. It contains statistical functions, date and time functions, mathematical functions, logical functions. There are 10 different types of functions which can be used. What are recently used 10 functions can be seen by using this command. Next comes the financial command. This lists out the financial category of functions which you can use in the Excel applications. Next is command is logical. Now this command is used to display the functions of the logical category, logical type of functions. Next comes the next command is text. This provides quick access to functions in text category. So, okay, now students, these are the functions of the commands or applications of the, you can say, where the commands which can be applied. So this is a function library group in which these are the commands which are used for applying the Excel sheets. Now let us come to the continuation. Next slide shows you the continuation of the, that is a commands, that is date and time, that is date and time category, functions of date and time type. Next, lookup and reference. This is for the lookup and reference category of functions. It displays the functions of lookup and reference category. Next comes the mathematical and trigonometrical, that is math and trig. It displays the functions related to maths and trigonometric category. Next comes the next command is more functions. It displays the more functions other than above commands, which contains the functions of the category. More category functions can be displayed using this more functions, that is a more functions command, that is statistical, engineering, information, compatible, web categories, cube categories. Okay, so students, so these are the commands of, that is a function library group of Excel sheet. Now let us come to the next group is defined names group. Now under defined names group, we have, what are the commands you have is name manager, define name, use in formula, create from selection, define names. Selection from defined names. Let us see the application. Let us see the functions of each and every command in the defined names group. Name manager. Display the name manager dialog box. Next, define name. This is nothing but a displays the new name dialog box, okay, where you can enter the name, define names and apply names. Okay, you can create a new names in the dialog boxes, that is list. Next, use in formula. This is nothing but a list of all the named range in the workbook. It is used for paste names. Command displays the paste name dialog box. That is nothing but a 25 with scrolls. Contains a list of all the names, named ranges. Okay, use in formula. Next, create from selection. It displays the create names from selection dialog box. This enables you to name a selected range of cells using a row or column title that you have entered. So these are nothing but commands of defined names group and functions of commands of defined name group. Now let us come to the next group is formula auditing group. Formula auditing group under the, that is nothing but you can say, that is what are the commands you have? Trace precedence, trace dependence, remove arrows, show formulas, error checking, evaluate formula, watch window. Now let us see the functions. That is nothing but how these commands are used and where they are used. Functions. First command of formula editing group is trace precedence. Displays arrows that indicate what cells affect the value of the currently selected cell. Okay. Next, trace dependence. Displays arrows that indicate what cell are affected by the value in the currently selected cell. It displays an arrows. It is used for auditing purpose. That is nothing but auditing purpose. Auditing means you just checking the errors in the cells, in the values of the cells. Next group is remove arrows. This button with drop down. The button removes all the arrows drawn by the trace precedence and trace dependence. Okay, it is used for removing all the arrows drawn by trace precedence and trace dependence. Next command is show formula. It is nothing but displays the formula of the result. Now, what will happen? It will only display the result. Suppose you want to see the formula of the result, you can click on this command to see the formula. Next command is error checking. Button with drop down. The button displays the error checking dialog box. Error checking means you can check the, suppose for example you have taken a formula and selected the range of cells and try to get the results from the formula, but there has been generated some error. Now what is this error? How it is coming? For checking this error, you can use this command, that is error checking command. Error checking. Next, evaluate formula. Evaluates is nothing but a steps through a formula calculation. How the formula is calculating step by step. How you are getting the results, that is nothing but evaluating. Evaluating formula command. Next is the watch window. Displays the watch window, allows you to view the contents of cells and the result as you make changes. Watch window means it displays each and every steps what is happening when you generate some formulas, selecting some values in the cells of the Excel sheet. So this is about the commands, functions of commands of formula auditing group. Now let us come to the next group is calculation group. So what are the commands of calculation group? Calculation options, calculate now, calculate sheet. Okay. Now let us see each and every functions of applications of commands of calculation group. Calculation options. This is nothing but a drop down. Lets you quickly change the calculation settings in the active workbook. between manual and automatic except for data tables. Okay, this is nothing but this is used for changing the calculations of a formula. Next, calculate now. This is nothing but provides a shortcut to the shortcut for calculation. Calculate now provides a shortcut for calculation. Next command is calculate sheet. Provides a shortcut to the, that is an Excel option, calculate sheet for calculating the sheet. That is a shortcut is calc CALC sheet SHEET. Here above command CALC NOW. It is a shortcut which is used Excel options calculation tab, and in Excel options calculation tab calc sheet, that is calculate sheet. Next group is let us come to the next tab is data tab. Now what is this data tab? Data tab contains the data tab contains only a single, that is nothing but a, you can see here in data tab you have under data tab you have only one group, that is get external data. So under that get external data, you can see you have commands from Access, that is nothing but a get external data tab is used for getting the external data from other applications to our Excel present which we are working application, from Access, from web, from text, from other sources, existing connections, that is databases also you can get the data. This is very important and a very important feature of a Excel application. In Excel we can import data from MS Access, all these things. So let us see. So we have seen, let us see each and every command functions. From Access, import data from Microsoft Access database. From web, that is a command, import data from a web page. Another command is from text, that is import data from a text file. Another command is from other sources, that is import data from other sources, other data sources. Then existing connections, connect to an external data source by selecting from the list of commonly used sources. So these are the get, that is data tab, group data tab. It is under data tab what we have, get external data group. These are the commands, functions of each commands of this get external data group. Next, connections group command. Connections group. Next is the connection group command. Comes the under data tab. You have first group is get external data. Then you have another is the connection group command. Okay. Now let us continue. Connection group commands. So next is the connection group commands. What are the commands of connection group is refresh all, connections, properties, edit links. Now what are the functions of each commands? It is nothing but what is connection group? It is used to display the entire data connections for the workbook. Data connections are links to the data outside the workbook which can be updated if the sources data changes. That is it. Let us see the each and every command functions. Refresh all. Update all the information in the workbook that is coming from the data sources. That is a external data source. Suppose you are getting the information from other data sources. This command is used for refreshing all the data which have come from the other data sources. Now let us come to the next command of connections. Next command is connections command. Display all the data connections for the workbook. What are the connections you are using? It will display, and also it will also links to the data outside this workbook. Next command is properties. Now data range properties. Specify how cells connected to data source will update. What contains from the source will be displayed and how changes in the number of rows and columns in the data source will be handled in the workbook. It's just specifying the how the data sources are connected, how they are displayed, and how the rows and columns are handled using this external data source. So properties, it is displaying the properties of the data, whatever data. So external data sources we are getting from the other sources into the Excel application. Next command is edit links. Now what is this edit link? This is used to break a link to an external reference. Okay. So next let us go to the, so these are the commands of connection group. Now let us come to the next command is sort and filter group. Now this is very important group in which you can sort the data. Data can be sorted and filtered. Now what are the commands you have in this sort and filter group is sort, filter, clear, reapply, advanced. Now let us see the functions of or applications of each command. That is a sort A to Z. That is sorting of the selection numbers, or sorting means arranging the numbers from ascending or descending and arranging the text in ascending or descending. That is A to Z, Z to Z. Arranging the numbers in ascending descending means 1 to 10, 10 to 1. Now let us see what is this ascending. This is nothing but A to Z is nothing but ascending order. Now sort A to Z command sorts the selection so that the lowest values are at the top of the column, that is 1 to 10. Sort Z to A command. What is the meaning of this sort Z to A command? What is the function of this sort Z to A command? Sort the selection so that the highest values are at the top of the column. Means you can see that is Z. Z comes first and A comes at the last. That is a reverse Z to A. Okay. Or 10, 9, 8, 7 reverse order. Next command is sort. Launches the sort to sort data based on several criteria at once. It is for sorting the data on depending upon the criteria is condition. How you are sorting. That is sorting on the basis of, that is you can use here, that is nothing but a criteria, conditions. Sorting the data in the Excel sheet using the conditions. This is a command used for using a conditions. Next command is filter command. Enable filtering of the, what is the meaning of filter? Filtering is nothing but displaying the common values and then common things, and selecting the common things and unselecting the, that is nothing but other things. Common things will be selected and uncommon things will be hidden away from the selection. This is about filter. In filter, what will happen? Common values will be selected and uncommon values will be hidden. So enabling filtering of selected data, that is nothing but this command used for filtering the data. Next command is clear. This is used for clearing the filter, sorting, all the sorting and filtering applications will be removed from the range of data, current range of data. Next command is reapply. Reapply command is used for reapplying the whatever the sorting and filtering features we have used on the data can be reapplied by using the reapply command. The shortcut used is Control plus Alt plus L. Next command is advanced. Specify complex criteria to limit which records are included in the result set of a query. So this is a complex criteria to limit what are the records you use in the query, set of queries. Now let us come to the data tools. What are the, next is the data tools. You have data tools command. So what are the, under data tools group, what are the commands you have is text columns, flash fill, remove duplicates, data validation, consolidate, what if analysis, and relationships. So these are the commands you have under data tools. Let us see this one. Text columns, first command. Separate the contents of one Excel into separate columns. That is separating the contents of one Excel into separate column. This is a command used for separating text columns. Okay. Next command is remove duplicates. Delete duplicates rows from a sheet. What is the meaning of duplicates? Duplicate values, duplicate rows means repeated rows. The same rows can be repeated sometimes. So for removing the repeated rows, for same repeated rows, you can use this remove duplicates command. Now next command is data validations. Data validations is nothing but this is a command which is used for, it is nothing but invalid data for preventing the validations, checking the correctness of the values of the data you have entered for validation, checking the validations, use the data validation command. Now, suppose for example you have already given here, you could reject sales or numbers greater than 1000, some validations, checking the values, validation. Next command is consolidate. Combine values from multiple range into one new range. That is nothing but you have some values in a multiple range. You want to combine all these values into one range. Next command is what if analysis. This is very important function, command, which is application, which is used, command which is used in the Excel sheet. Try out various values for the formulas in the sheet. That is nothing but what if. What if we take some values. Analysis means what if we take a value and check the validations is nothing but a what if analysis. Now let us come to the next one is outline group. So outline group, what are the commands of outline group is group, ungroup, subtotal, show detail, hide detail. Now let us see functions of each command of outline group. Group command. This is nothing but a group command is tie a range of cells together so that they can be collapsed or expanded. That is nothing but whatever the range of cells. What is a range? What is the meaning of range? When you try to select more than one cell, it is nothing but when you select group of cells, it is called range. So tie a range of cells together so that they can be collapsed or expanded. For expanding, you can use grouping. Ungroup. Ungroup means ungroup a range of cells that are previously grouped. Whatever grouped cells can be ungrouped by using this command. Next command, subtotal. That is nothing but subtotal, total several rows of related data together by automatically inserting subtotals. You can create the subtotals of the totals, individual totals on the sheet. Now let us see, next command is show detail. Expand a collapsed group of cells. That is nothing but expanding. Show detail means it is showing the details in details. That is a detail, brief detail of the whatever group of cells. Next, hide detail. That is whatever the collapse a group of cells. Means hide whatever you want to see, whatever the group you want to hide it, you can detail. You can hide the details of the group of cells. Next is the diagonal arrow. Click on the arrow in the bottom right corner of outline to see the settings dialog box. That is nothing but a diagonal arrow which is used for arrow in the bottom of the right corner of settings dialog box. So students, in today's class we have seen the functions, the applications of commands of, that is 3 tabs. That is, what are the tabs we have seen, what are the applications, that is nothing but a page setup. We have seen is, that is page layout tab, then formula tab and data tab. So we have seen that is nothing but what are the groups of page layout tab. And actually in this section, in this class, we are mainly focusing on the application, that is nothing functions where we can apply, we can use these commands. What are the functions of commands of page layout tab, formula tab, and data tab in the ribbon? That is under the ribbon you can see all these tabs. So in this class we have discussed about the main functions of commands of page layout tab, formula tab, data tab. So in the previous classes, that is in the first class, we have discussed. Let us have a revision of whatever we have discussed in the first classes. First class we have discussed about the introduction to the MS Excel. That is, what are the uses of MS Excel, where MS Excel, applications of MS Excel. What is MS Excel? MS Excel is nothing but it is an Excel. It is used for representing the tabular data. We have seen it. Okay, it is one of the applications of package MS Office 2007 package, that is a MS Excel. It is nothing but application which is mainly used to represent the data in the form of rows and columns. And we have seen the first class, that is what are the uses, what are the applications of MS Excel, and what is the how to open the MS Excel application, and what are the parts of Excel window, functions of each part of Excel window. And we have also seen how to create a workbook, how to save a workbook, how to enter the data into the Excel sheet, how to edit the data, how to save the workbook. And also we have seen in the first class what are the ribbon, what is a ribbon, and what are the tabs under this ribbon, and what are the groups of under the ribbon. Functions of these groups also we have seen in the first class. In the second class we have discussed, in continuation of the first class, we were discussing about the, now in the ribbon there are 7 different tabs in Excel application. Under that is tabs, under each tab we have groups. In the first class we have seen the functions of each group, what that groups contains, what for they are used. And in the third class, now today's class, in the second class we started discussing, we started discussing about the, actually we were discussing about the functions of commands of each group. So in the second class we were discussing about the functions of commands of home tab, insert tab. And in the today's class, in continuation of the discussion about the functions of commands of tabs in Excel application, today we have discussed about the functions of commands of page layout tab, and then formulas tab, and data tab. Okay, today, okay, in students, so this is about today's class we were discussing. And thank you for giving me this chance in this pandemic situation. Staying at home is safe. Stay at home, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you.